Hey, welcome to The Lonely Show. Thank you so much for being with me. This is episode 5, count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am very excited about the show tonight. I have two very special guests. I have Colin Sullivan, creator of the Instagram madness known as Stickman in Hell, and I have a very special musical guest. Rain Phoenix will be on tonight performing a very special song from home. Stick around.
How to do stuff.
This is the best trick for buttering toast. Put 2 pieces of toast into a high-quality toaster. While the toast is heating up, pre-slice around 4-ish butter slices and rest them on a plate. When the toast comes out hot, quickly rest the butter slices on the toast slices. Wait about 20 seconds or whatever feels right for the butter to semi-melt, then spread the melted butter. The final step, if you're white and watching this, is to educate yourself about systemic racism and learn how to be actively anti-racist rather than just passively not racist. Check out some of the videos in the description below to get started. Enjoy your toast. Tonight on The Lonely Show, Frederick welcomes creator of Stickman in Hell, Colin Sullivan, with musical guest Rain Phoenix. And now, here's your host, Frederick Rhodes. Welcome back. Some really big news this week, and that news is that The Lonely Show has been acquired by Viacom for a lot of money, and they're really excited, especially to go after my 61 YouTube subscribers, and I think I had 141 views on Vimeo in the last episode, so you can see why this is working out. Like, it's, I really started this show like out of the goodness of my heart to tell like warm human stories to connect us all in this time. So cashing out for me, it's the obvious step from that process. I know you're all going to understand, and of course I'm not telling you the truth. Do you remember last week when I said my hair was getting longer? Look at this side by side of my hair since I started. This is me. I'm going to put myself there and there. This is getting some volume, right? Time for a haircut. We're going to do it from home. We got to do it. It's time, people. It's definitely time. My first guest tonight is Mr. Colin Sullivan. He created Stickman in Hell, which you should definitely check out. And let's get right into it. I'm calling to speak with Colin, the creator of Stickman in Hell. Is Colin available, or?
He's been hiding in the bathroom for a couple weeks now. I mean, you could talk to him later, maybe. I could bring the phone in there.
It's kind of an Instagram part storyboard, comic strip, graphic novel kind of experience. Do you know about this, or does he do
graphic novel experience? That's pretty good.
It's called Stickman in Hell, and I found it on Instagram.
Colin's in the bathroom.
How long did you say he's been in there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there.
There he is.
Oh.
Wow.
It's great to see you, man.
Good to see you, too. Welcome to The Lonely Show, creator of Stickman in Hell, Colin Sullivan. What was the original idea?
I always sort of looked up to comic strips. I always read a lot of comic strips. I read a lot of books, a lot of fantasy, science fiction, all that kind of crap. There's this guy that was like a Don Rickles type character who's walking along a beach, and he finds this stick, and the stick sort of comes to life. And then there's like a relationship between this old man and this stick, and that's how it started. The stick became the stick man, and then it became a beer can.
There was a road trip that was pretty central to developing the story and the character and like bringing it to life.
I got fired from my job to go to Columbia University, get a master's in fine arts and all that. And I felt like pressure to do something compelling and big. And it was almost like an attempt to have a midlife crisis so that I could write a book about it. The original idea that would have been the book has now become sort of like a fake Instagram comic strip. One day I was sort of putting pictures of the Stickman up on the wall, like these cartoons that I was creating, and there was something about the shape of it that looked like a beer can to me. Once I could start taking pictures and mixing in those visuals, for me, it was like a way of inventing characters. In a sense, I was able to sort of invent a universe, and now that I'm sort of in the universe, I can make up things within that logic that to me makes sense.
I haven't come across a lot of Instagram accounts that are doing this kind of thing, if that makes sense. Whatever this kind of thing is, like it's not, typically it's like
people. What's that mean? Like people don't know how to react to it. Like I wrote this little thing about Donald Trump wanting to put his name on the stimulus checks, like the same day that someone I knew died, or someone who was a friend of a friend, and that thing got seen by 30,000 people. And I don't really know why. And I think it's just they touch a nerve or it's the right image. It's usually having to do with Trump.
Living in DC kind of gives you access to, like, you know, as far as like commentary on the current like political situation and Donald Trump, and like it's kind of perfect in a way for like that story that you're telling. So Frankie, I'm assuming, was on the road trip with you initially when you were really this was coming to life.
Yeah, Frankie's been everywhere. Frankie's driven cross country, I think 3 times. So she's been to California. She's 7 years old. Anything that I've done in the last 7 years, she's been there. And yeah, and she's a character. I mean, she's very photogenic. I think when you're making these things up by yourself, it helps to have like a real thing.
Yeah.
But some of the best pictures I've ever taken are of Frankie looking skeptically at these stupid beer cans. And that's the draft that someone read, who advised me to like take the pictures and put them in a digital format and put them on Instagram.
Cool. Well, let me conclude by saying, Colin Sullivan, thank you very much for creating Stickman in Hell. I think people should go and check out the Instagram account, Stickman in Hell, all one word, all together, if they want to dive in and experience this graphic novel / Instagram adventure. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, check out Colin's work on Instagram and leave some comments to tell him that you saw it on The Lonely Show. And now, performing the track You Right from her home in Los Angeles, from her amazing album, River, it's Rain Phoenix.
Got you right, you